This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, January 16th. I'm here with Stephanie, Brandon, and Erica. I'm Jeff. Let's get it started, guys. We got to start with an update on a topic we discussed last night. If you guys remember, Wendy Williams is saying sorry for making fun of Joaquin Phoenix, and here's that clip from last night.
When he shaves off his mustache, he's got a hairline fracture. He's got one of those, what do you call it? Cleft lip.
Yep.
Cleft palate.
Yep.
He's got this.
Yep.
He's got this. No, I find it to be very attractive.
So Wendy tweeted, "I want to apologize to the cleft community. Our show is donating to Operation Smile, and we encourage our Wendy watchers to learn and help support the cleft community." So she did apologize, which I do applaud.
Yeah, if you see that at mention at the beginning, Big Hill 44. I remember yesterday I mentioned Adam Big Hill. I used to play with him, play against him in the CFL, and he's been open about that for quite some time now. And that's his son right there. And he's been like, this happened like a week ago. And he's been tweeting at her every day, like, I'm waiting, and now they're finally responding. So it's just one of those things where every day I'm learning that something may come out of your mouth, and, you know, Erica, you tell me this all the time, something may come out of my mouth, and I think, oh, it's funny, you know, it's whatever, but you're affecting someone on the other end. You may not know it. That may be a small community in the grand scheme of things of all the billions of people on this earth, but people are still watching, and you have to use your platform for the good. So big ups to Big Hill, because now we're talking about you down here in the United States, and I'll see you when I get back to Canada, buddy.
And blessings to Bo, because he had surgery today. So hopefully everything went great. And I like that he hashtagged him cleft cutie.
Yeah.
But see, it's bringing awareness. That's a silver lining to this whole thing. We do live in a call-out culture where a lot of people are wanting Wendy Williams to be fired for this. But listen, it's a learning experience. Wendy Williams pushes the envelope. This isn't really that type of scenario, pushing an envelope here, but she said something she shouldn't have. She apologized for it, and now we have awareness for it.
Well, and that is a learning, teachable moment. And we do a live show. Things are going to be said that are maybe misinterpreted, or they don't come out exactly the way that we intend for them to come out. But you have to take ownership when you know that you've really stepped in it, and we've all been vulnerable or susceptible to that. So I appreciate that she did the right thing. She did exactly what Adam asked for to the T, and I think that's the best you can do.
Absolutely, guys. All right, here's another topic everyone likes to talk about. Well, we'll see. Gwyneth Paltrow is at it again. She's selling a $75 candle that smells like a certain female body part. You guys got it? It's a combo of geranium, citrus, and cedar, and it's already sold out. You can't even buy this. So is this the sweet smell of success?
Oh, yes, it is. I want one.
You do?
Yes.
Really?
Why?
I want to know what it smells like. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Let's be real.
Geranium, citrus, and cedar.
Yeah, it's her lady garden. So
there you go. There you go. I like that. I was trying to dance around it, and I wasn't sure.
Oh, man. If season 3 of Orange is the New Black taught us anything, it's that there is definitely a market for gardening.
There you go.
Yeah, because I would like to buy this, but to resell it.
Don't make this your Wendy Williams
I'm not.
moment.
I'm going to. You just mark it up. Just think if you bought this and then resold it.
Oh, I don't think people are going to pay that much more than $75.
In prison, they would sell more than that. You get all types of commissary, cigarette, anything.
How many prison
candles do you know of?
Soldiers overseas that miss their wives, like, you could resell this and make a lot of money to people who really need this product.
You think that's what they're missing?
I don't think that's what they're going to be missing, no. Let's be honest, it sounds...
You tried, buddy.
I went business because I have to tap dance on this, Jeff. I can't get my full pitch.
The candle's already $75. She's already rebranded it.
It's so spenny.
Wow.
It's an expensive candle, but it sounds very tropical.
It's...
Geranium and citrus.
I like the way you do that.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on before me and Brandon say something stupid. Paris Hilton is teaching us how to cook in a new online show. That's hot. Let's watch.
This is what I do when I cook. My unicorn mist. Of course, not near the food. tomato sauce into here to make sure it's like the perfect consistency. Perfect. Okay, I was supposed to chop these onions and garlic, but I feel my lasagna should not have onion or garlic in it.
Oh, I was laughing out loud as she was doing that. It's so I can't wrap my head around why a cooking show, but she's doing it very much to her personality and style. But why a cooking show?
It's the same reason why people are like, why a DJ? She has a following from that reality show and her being such the original socialite life, right? In a way. Yeah, she has a following. So if she wanted to go and do a show about pumping gas, she's going to have a following that follows her and watches her do that. But I'm not going to judge her off that, Erica. You know what I'm going to judge her off of? If she makes potato salad. How does she make her potato salad? You put raisins in those potato salads?
Ew, who puts raisin in their
A lot of people put raisins in their potato salad.
If she's not putting garlic in spaghetti,
I don't think it's a cooking show, because if you go to this, is it a YouTube show?
Yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah, if it's a YouTube show. If you go here to actually get a recipe for lasagna, you're an idiot. Just straight out. She's not. She's doing this for the entertainment factor.
Oh, yeah.
She's not doing this to show you how to cook anything. That's way too much sauce. Okay, that bothers me. Even though that's the best sauce you can buy, no affiliation.
Really?
If you're gonna buy sauce in a can, get Rayo sauce. That is the best, or in a jar, I should say, the best sauce in the world.
Would you put that much sauce on jam?
Never.
Upsetting you just to
It's
watch
upsetting me the way, and no garlic. But listen, you're right. She's right on brand. It's her brand, and people are gonna watch.
But I don't get it. I don't feel like it is her brand. Whose kitchen is that? That's not her kitchen.
Why
it's not? That does not look like a Paris Hilton kitchen.
Do you think there should be like unicorns around there?
Well, one, there's way too much. There's way too much food for prep in there. I expect her kitchen to be like all prepped food.
Yeah.
I just don't. It doesn't seem like her.
That's a sub-zero fridge. You think?
I don't see it. I really don't.
Avocados, pears. Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta think, she'll literally have every single meal in the world made for her. So this is the first time she's probably done this.
That's what she said.
It probably was like since she's like 8 years old or something.
So that's the first time she's cooked in kitchen.
All right, so there you go.
Seriously?
It's not a cooking show.
I mean, I'm not going to judge
It's an
her
entertainment
for
show.
not cooking in her kitchen or anything.
All right, we're moving on. Is the future female for James Bond? Not so fast. Barbara Broccoli, the producer in charge of the franchise, says any man can play Bond regardless of race, but not a woman. The last time Hollywood switched up genders in a big way was Ghostbusters in 2016, if you remember. And if you do, you remember it was this disaster. But this gets me fired up because we go over this all the time.
Why do we talk about this so much?
I don't understand why we talk about it so much, about why can't a black person be James Bond? Why can't a woman be James Bond? They can. 006, black man. 009, black woman. 005, Asian person. 004, woman. Twins. Whatever you want. That's the franchise. Why it's so easy. Just switch them up, and then at the end, make like an Avengers, and all the O's find the villain.
But do you think people are going to follow that? If we try to make an original story, because remember, it's like Harry Potter, it's like Twilight. These came from books, so they have a following, so people want to stay on brand when it comes to this.
But it's a spin-off. It's still a 00. It's still James Bond, but now it's...
To be fair, when you mentioned Harry Potter, if I saw like a fake Harry Potter, like for Twilight, there was like True Blood and all of that, and I was a bit not loving it. But then they did do Tales of Grindelwald, and I really got into it, so maybe I could get into a 007 go.
But that was a spin-off. What if it was Henrietta Potter?
But what if it was Harry Potter's sister? You could spin off of that.
Yeah, see, I would like that.
Do you see what I mean?
Change.
You could take the same thing and spin it off and make it a black person, an Asian person, a woman. You could make it a Kung Fu Panda.
But then it's not Harry Potter then.
Yes, it's Harry Potter's franchise, so it's still this on brand. Do you understand?
I know what you mean.
This is like, it baffles my mind that like Hollywood can't just be like, listen, somebody make a 006. We make stinky movies all the time. Somebody put one out and make it a woman.
You know what would be really good is if James Bond actually got one of these many women pregnant, because let's be honest, there's a lot, and then that baby grows up to be the next one, like trying to find what happened to his dad who got kidnapped by some mafia somewhere.
James Bond been using
the babies better be
Baby Bond.
Female.
Yeah, all right. Been using those Gwyneth Paltrow candles.
Erica just looks like she hates us all.
Do you like my idea?
Oh, y'all not going to bully me into caring about 007. Oh. I don't care how many times we have this conversation. I am not getting bullied into caring.
But do you think my idea is like...
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. He talking about Henrietta.
Henrietta Potter.
I don't know what's happening.
She's from the east side.
It's almost Friday. Everybody hang in there. DBL is live and coming up. Book a trip around the world without buying a ticket. The BBC is highlighting the wonders of Mother Earth in a new show you gotta see. And Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are back in Bad Boys for Life. So we're gonna play a game called They Said What? Bad Boys Edition coming up next.
Sometimes y'all play your own game. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. So, to go back to the goop without going back to the Gwyneth Paltrow, if there was a candle that can be made for one of your top celebrities that could smell like their body part, who would be the celebrity and what would be the body part? Boom.
You know, this is kind of really gross, but I actually quite like the smell sometimes of people's armpits. Like, I know it sounds really weird. Not when it's stinky and BO-ish.
Okay, never mind.
Not when it's like out the gym, wet, stinky sweat. But sometimes you can really get just a nice smell from a person's general endorphin, pheromones. That's what I mean.
So The Rock's underarms?
Well, I never said The Rock. I just said people's natural pheromones are quite nice.
You know what I don't mind the smell of? Just a little bit? Skunk. Like a little bit.
No!
A tiny bit is like, smells pretty
I can tell you this. Whale vomit, this is true, it's one of the most expensive things that you can get in the world that's added to 90% of your fragrances. So a whale it gets this hard ball almost like in its stomach from when it eats, and it's like lime scale almost. And anyway, every like maybe 10 years a whale will vomit this up. This is 100 ambergris it's called. And basically what happens is the whale will vomit the ball, and then basically people go and hunt for it and search for it, and it's worth literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then they actually make that into fragrance. It's completely true, and it smells amazing.
But there's no such thing as a little bit of skunk.
Yeah, a faint smell.
No, it doesn't exist.
No. Yes, it does. No. A faint smell of skunk. It's quite nice.
And male beavers' reproductive organs also smell fantastic.
And guess what? Kangaroos can't hop backwards.
One of my very good friends is a perfumer, and she makes lots of perfumes, and it's amazing.
You got to join us during the commercial breaks. Welcome back. Bad Boys for Life opens this weekend, and we're stoked for the action and hilarious quotes from Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. So we're going to play a game called, They Said What? The Bad Boys for Life edition. You guys ready?
Yeah.
The rules are simple here. We'll play a clip and then guess what the next line is, okay?
Okay.
Very easy.
Lowry.
A or B. Here's our first clip. I love that.
Hey, look, all our lives we've been bad boys, all right? Now it's time to be good men. Who in the hell want to sing that song? Good man, what you gonna do?
All right, so what is the next thing Martin Lawrence says? Is it A, you ain't got to sing it like that, or B, maybe if you sang the song like you meant it, it'll catch on?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, we all did B. Let's see what it is.
Good man, what you gonna do? Well, maybe if you sing the song like you meant it, it'll catch on.
All right, we all got it.
Yeah, Erica, when you give me compliments.
Bad boys,
What you gonna do? What you gonna... No, you left me hanging.
Yeah, because we gotta go to the next one.
That could have been a moment for you, too. Erica left it out. All right, here's our next clip.
Excuse me. That's the right spot for me, right there.
No, Marcus.
All right, what is the next thing Martin Lawrence says? Is it A, we fly together, we die together, or B, be grateful a baby ain't behind you?
3, 2, 1.
We'll say it again.
All right, let's take a look.
No, Marcus. We fly together, we die together.
What?
Oh, no. That's just something we say.
They did say that, but I thought it was too corny. We ride together, we die together.
Context.
All right, at least we're all in the same boat. Let's look at our next clip.
PD, make a hole, make a hole. Make a hole, Miami PD. Go, go. Sorry.
All right, what is the next thing Will Smith says? Is it A, you a pop-pop, or B, police, where's the parrot?
3, 2, 1. Oh, come on. Here we go.
Brandon. Let's see what it is.
Sorry.
Daddy!
You a pop-pop.
Yeah! I saw them. They were in like the war over there. All right. You got to catch up now. Here's our final clip.
You get to shoot as much as you want.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Hey,
what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come in?
No.
All right, what is the next thing Will Smith says? Is it that song is for us and us only, or y'all will never do that again?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Hey, if it's B, you win, Stephanie.
Let's see what it is.
I might win.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Hey,
what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come in?
No. Never. Y'all will never do that again.
I'm
And
a
there you go,
champion.
Steph.
Never even seen one of the movies.
I just want to know if Gabrielle Union is in this one.
Ooh, I don't know.
She's not in it?
Did someone, I think someone saw it over there. Did you see it?
Yeah,
she's not in it.
Oh, don't
okay,
tell Erica
y'all
that.
know that my whole life was made when I saw her in Bad Boys. I was like, I can be somebody.
David, 1, 2, or 3, it hasn't come out yet. It's 3 worth seeing, and which one's the best? Just go like that.
Yes, and 2's better.
Ooh, but it's worth seeing.
Yeah.
It's worth seeing, he says. All right. You guys want to try that Bad Boy things again?
You ready?
Bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Dude, you gotta learn, bro.
Good job. The Muppet Show is opening our eyes to the wonders of the world. Brandon chats with the man behind 7 worlds, 1 planet. That's next.
We start today with some sad news. Legendary wrestler and father of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has died. Rocky Johnson left a lasting imprint on the wrestling world and inspired his son to follow in his footsteps. He was 75. And to more sad news now, the smoke from the Australia bushfires has circumnavigated the globe. NASA reports smoke from bushfires burning across southeastern Australia has traveled around the Earth and back to Australia. Scientists using data from satellites trace the movement of the smoke, which has also triggered an unusually large number of fire-induced thunderstorms. We'll keep you updated on what's going on there. And finally today, Beyonce sent her friends an entire wardrobe of Ivy Park clothes. But Beyonce, I didn't get my huge orange closet on wheels yet. Just to name a few, Hailey Bieber, Reese Witherspoon, and Cardi B all received a sneak peek of her Ivy Park by Adidas collection before it officially launches on January 18th. This has been Fast Blast for you. Did you know that we're live during the commercial breaks every day on our show? Just go to Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, and I'll be there to keep you updated on all the breaking news and developing stories. I'll see you then.
As the old saying goes, less is more, especially when it comes to teens and dating. Let's connect the dots. A recent study determined teens who don't date in high school tend to be more socially adjusted than teens who dated often. Researchers divided 600 10th graders into groups based on how often they dated to measure social skills, leadership, depression, and their relationships with friends and families. Turns out the kids who were not in a romantic relationship had better social skills and were more engaged in school than their dating counterparts. The teens also self-reported lower levels of depression. Doctors say the research contradicts previous thoughts that non-daters tend to not be socially adjusted. Good news for parents who just might be hoping their teens will wait a little longer before saying yes to that first date night.
Welcome back to DBL. See polar bears on the hunt, fish building underwater pyramids, and spectacular firefly shows, all without leaving the couch. BBC's America's new series, 7 Worlds, 1 Planet, takes us around this amazing world. And I caught up with the executive producer in this DBL Spotlight. Dr. Johnny Keeling, welcome to DBL. Now, you explore 7 continents, including Australia. And since those devastating fires, what has happened to the animals that you all filmed?
That's right. We film each of the 7 continents, and one of those in Australia, we've been in touch with the teams that we work with there, and thank goodness the animals which we filmed are okay, but obviously it's been really, really heartbreaking that I think up to 1 billion animals have been killed across that continent.
Yeah, it's so sad when you hear that. Our prayers are out to Australia. Now, tell us about the spectacular Firefly show that you filmed here in America, because I saw the trailer and it looks amazing.
Yeah, that was filmed in the forests here in America, and it's just, again, I sort of knew that the fireflies existed, but I'd never seen anything like this before. This wonderful spectacle through the night, and it's just over the course of a few days that all the fireflies start kind of signaling to each other. So we've got this wonderful sequence of a kind of a light show, really, that happens every year that most people will not even know is going on in their country.
Wow. In Virginia, we used to call them lightning bugs. Now, I've seen a lot of close calls when it comes to filming. Have you ever had any close calls?
I definitely have. Actually, on the first Planet Earth series, which I worked on, we filmed lions hunting elephants at night. That was pretty hairy.
It was
quite challenging to have lions all around. Yeah, so I was part of that team. I filmed the snakes and iguanas for Planet Earth 2, so the snakes chasing the iguanas across the sand, which is quite hairy. But on this series, I'm trying to think what... I filmed leopard seals, which are these big seals hunting penguins in Antarctica, and even just getting down to Antarctica was challenging. The waves were about 30 or 40 feet high in the boat that we were sailing in, so that was possibly one of the most frightening moments for me, was, are we even going to survive the journey to get there?
Absolutely breathtaking. So what does it take to film a series like this? What kind of technology and cameras do you all use?
Well, one of the most amazing pieces of kit we've taken away with us is a drone, and the drones have come on brilliantly in the last few years. You can pack them away in a small suitcase, you can take them anywhere. We've taken them down volcanoes at night, we've taken them through caves, we've taken them to Antarctica, we've taken them everywhere, and it just allows you to film behavior that you don't normally see, and film animals you can't normally capture because they might be afraid of people. But if you're a mile away and the drone's high enough up in the sky with a long lens, you can be capturing behavior that no one's seen before.
Doc, I'm a huge fan. I can't wait till it comes out. The new series, 7 Worlds,
Thanks.
1 Planet, premieres this Saturday on BBC America. Thank you again, Dr. Johnny Keeling.
Thanks.
Ooh, I know what I'm doing this Saturday night. Call the girlfriend, tell her I'm on the way. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Goody. Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Blast. I'm Jeray Banks, but you might know me at Jeray for the Slay on all social media platforms. So today we're talking about skin that slays. And today's question actually came from a viewer who asked, how do I create a skincare regimen? Now, this is actually really popular, guys. A lot of people don't know how to create their skincare regimen or routine. So I put together a simple 6-step for a twice a day skincare routine, okay? Now for morning or daytime, you wanna start your day off with cleansing/toning. Now I put a slash there because not everyone needs to overly cleanse their skin morning and night. Some people are better off just toning in the morning. With doing more of a cleanse or tone in the morning, you want to make sure that you're not over processing your skin in the daytime. This is going to mean that your skin feels dry or overly irritated when you cleanse in the morning. Maybe when you're doing that, you instead want to move over to a toner. So step 1 is cleanse or tone in the morning. Figure out what your skin likes better. Now step 2 is going to be applying an eye cream. My favorite for daytime is a tinted eye cream. And these guys are great for making sure that you're concealing slightly without having to wear full concealer underneath your eye. Sometimes we're just going day to day or running to the grocery store real quick and you want that quick pick-me-up. Now, number 3 is going to be utilizing a serum in your skincare routine. These guys are great for really giving you that vitamin of nutrient that you need for that change in your skin. So sometimes you're using a retinol, sometimes a vitamin C, or sometimes a vitamin E serum to really boost up your skin regimen in general. Second to last, we're going to be looking at a moisturizer, something to really emulsify and hydrate your skin to make sure that your skin is looking its best and most hydrated that it can possibly look and be and feel that way too. And last but not least, you want to go ahead and put on some SPF for your daytime. Now this can be in your daytime moisturizer, but the best way to have some sun protection is going to be utilizing a separate SPF. So some great ones out there is the Pierre Thomas Roth powder, maybe Skin Science, and a lot more out there. Now, if you guys have more questions, feel free to write in at Jure for the Slay on all social media platforms. And while you're there, go ahead and follow, click a like or two, and I'll holla back at you, boo. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.
The impeachment trial in the Senate does kind of look like a real trial in a courtroom, but there are some big differences. So how will this all play out? Let's connect the dots. First up, the similarities. There are prosecutors, in a sense, the managers named by Nancy Pelosi. They are members of the House who try to make the case for removing the president from office. There is also a defense team made up of lawyers tied to the White House and the president, and prominent Republicans. They will argue why President Trump should not be removed. There's also a jury, sort of. It's the Senate, who are supposed to make their decision based on the evidence. And just like real jurors, they aren't really allowed to speak. The big difference with this jury is they are allowed to make the rules for how this trial will play out. There is also a judge, Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts. He can step in and issue rulings, but those can be overruled by a vote in the Senate. All of us will have to watch and wait to see how this will play out.
Welcome back to DBL. Steph, you have some comments?
That I do indeed.
Uh-oh.
So quite a few of you lot have been writing about Paris Hilton. So Matthew, I hope this is the right word, Doty. Matthew Doty says Paris cannot cook. Well, didn't think she could either. But Michael Loveland wrote in saying, I mean, it was a waste of meat. I know Jeff was really upset about that.
The sauce.
But Stephen George wrote in saying Paris is almost 40. She's 39 next month. Let's be honest, she looks ageless.
She does.
Yeah. Oh, is she 39 next month too?
She's 39 next month, just like our very own Erica Cobb, who also looks ageless.
When's her birthday?
I mean, we have to find out. When is Paris's birthday?
Someone Google that real fast.
We should have a lasagna cook-off between those two.
Me and Paris.
You and Paris.
For our birthday.
I don't think it'd
Well,
be
happy birthday, girl. 39 looks fat. 17th, I'm the 14th.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.